Alright, remember, let's go for our counting principles. So we are in the first episode and we focus on selections. By now, when you are here, you are confident about your coverage of you paper 1 and you have covered all the other topics. In some cases, you even covered your paper 2, so you are now focusing on your troubling topics. So in this one, we have a challenge. Let's see what it entails. There is a challenge member. This is 10.2. It is part of your probability. The probability questions are in a separate session. So let's look at this one. We have options that a person can make from categories of movies. So they give you the breakdown and the list, and then they give you 3 sub questions, and they are 6 marks. Remember, go through it, do your best, see if you can nail some of it, even though you've forgotten. Then you can come back and view. As you know, we do before we view. So pause and try. Okay, remember, enjoy. Alright, remember, let's go for first one in our counting principles. So remember, what I thought would be best is that I switch gear to manual interface with the question paper. Okay, so I'm moving away from digital. So what are we going to use? We're going to use the question paper and our answering paper. Okay, so I'm doing this because there's too much detail that we have to interact with in solving this one, isn't it? All right, so you've read it. I hope you've tried it. So what did we get here? We got a scenario that a certain Nametso needs to choose DVDs from 3 categories, and these are the categories. And in each category, we've got this number of movies that they can opt for. So then in the first one, what do they say? They say Nametso must choose 1 DVD from the drama category. What is the probability that she will choose midnight? All right, so for 2 marks, it shouldn't be that much of an issue. So for 10.2.1 rather, you are simply going to say this one, it is a single option out of 5 options, and then you are done. Okay, you are in exams. Your examiner will give you the 2 marks just for that. Then we'll get into the nitty-gritties of formalities. When you have time, you can basically add the probability rule. So you can say your P what? P, what is it? The probability of choosing 1 DVD. Okay, so probability of choosing 1 drama. Okay, so it will be what? It will be 1. What is it? It will be 1, which is what? Which is the outcome that is desired is 1, and then what is the sample? The sample is from 5, isn't it? Okay, that's supposed to be an S. All right, so don't waste time with that. In an exam, you can simply write this. Your examiner will give you your 2 marks. Okay, then let's see 10.2.2. So here, what do they say? They say how many different selections are possible if her selection must include 1 drama, 1 romance, and 1 comedy. Okay, so here, this was just on 1 category. So they have 1 option out of 5. If they were meant to do this here, it would be 1 out of 4, 1 out of 3. So now what are they saying? They're saying you can take 1, you can take 1, you can take 1. How many different selections are possible? So when you know your story, you are simply going to say it is the number of possible outcomes, isn't it? So here, what do we have in the first category? It would be 5, and then we know the number of possible ways that different events can occur is simply a product of the values of each event, isn't it? So it would be 5 times 4 times what? Times 3, isn't it? So what will we have? We will have a 20 and then a 3, which is what? Which is 60, and you'll be done. Okay, So in 1 minute, you can do that. Preparation, practice, and confidence. You are not gonna doubt your decision. Okay. So are we good? Let's go to the next one. So 10.2.3, what do they say? They say calculate the probability that she will have last hero and laughing dragon as part of her selection in question 10.2.2. Okay. Right, so we are looking for last hero, and then we are looking for what? For laughing dragon. All right. So what will be your answer there? When you are super ready, you are simply gonna say, okay, here I am being restricted. 10.2.3. Oh, what did I put there? Another one. So remember, in this one, when you know your story, you are going to say, no, man, I am told that I must take a specific one there. Okay, what do they say? She will have to or must. They are being restrictive, isn't it? They are giving you an instruction. So they are, yes, they are restricting you. So here I can choose only last hero, and then in this other category, I can choose what? I can choose laughing dragon. Here, I'm only choosing laughing dragon. But in this one, romance, I'm allowed to take any of those four. So it means, what do I have now? I have 1 times 4 times 4, which is what? Which is 4 options. And what did they say in the question? In the question, they referred you to what? As part of her selection in question 10.2.2. And they want what now? The probability. So if now, by being restricted to these options, I know that I can only do 4 different, combinations or selections. I now need to say my probability of this desired outcome will be what? Will be 4 out of what? Out of, 60. And then I can have, 4 goes the ones, and then it goes once, and then I am left with what? I am left with 20. 1 out of 50. Then I'm done. Okay. So, yeah, remember, it's an issue of practice, isn't it? It's an issue of practice. You simply have to familiarize yourself with these challenges, and then it becomes second nature when you get to them. Okay. But for me, what is important is that you should at least be able to get something like this and something like that. Okay. This one normally is the total values of whatever. It's either arrangements or selections or combinations. So that total, get it. Okay. Then when you get to this one, make sure that you have the total in your probability ratio or probability fraction. Okay. So that you can get this mark, even though you can get confused about what to conclude with the other part of your probability. Okay. Okay, remember, yeah, let's leave it here. In our one-on-one, we can discuss other options of dealing with this, and then how to convert them into probability solutions. Okay. All right, remember, first one, I hope you are getting clearer a little bit. Maybe it's still fuzzy. Let's see the next challenges.